Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the Holy Commentator, and we have some things that we need to talk about today. One of those things being drugs, crack cocaine, methamphetamine, just illegal drugs everywhere, illegal government corruption, the absolute elimination of everybody, terrorism, bombs, destruction, and I have no clue about any of these at all in any way, shape, or form unless you speak to my lawyer. Now, you wouldn't be watching me for any of these kind of things. You wouldn't be watching me for this kind of discussion at all. As a matter of fact, you may be watching Hassan Piker, or you used to be. I didn't watch Hassan Piker ever, but I still hated the guy because of the clips that he had up there. And I wanted to talk about his crazy ass downfall because it's happened recently. A lot of people have been making videos about it, and I decided to throw in my own 2 cents and kind of give a little bit of context to how he's rised up to where he was and then fallen all the way down to his face and then crushed his nutsack in a fucking cheese grater. Don't ask me how he did that, but he's losing a lot of followers right now, and I think we should discuss that at least a little bit on this channel here. Now, of course, again, never really liked Hassan. I don't even care about the politics about him. He's just an asshole. He's just an absolute asshole, and I honestly have no full clue why he rose to fame, but especially after the Willy Mac show debate that absolutely destroyed Hassan and his whole entire career, despite it being pretty thriving. We just need to discuss these kind of things here, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and of course, if you do me a favor, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next part of this video here, and how Hassan Piker rose to the top. Now, this whole entire Hassan Piker going up in fame here is going to be a very debatable topic because, again, I didn't really know much about Hassan Piker on his rise. I just looked at some of his clips online. But from what I heard here so far, he came from old Destiny streams and decided to make his own Twitch channel. And it kind of rose because I feel like his politics really definitely started to fit with modern politics. And again, don't want to put politics on this channel because politics are fucking stupid. I'm sorry to tell you, if you were really just stuck into politics, you were pretty fucking stupid. You're not going to be able to change shit. I'm sorry to tell you that, but Hassan Piker thinks he can, and that was his rise to power. He's a very radical person in general, and a lot of college students, I feel like, and a lot of people that are getting into politics see Hassan, see the people he's working with, and start to go onto his side, and I'm pretty sure that's kind of how he got up to where he was. He definitely knew the right people to get him there. I mean, QT Cinderella, Ludwig, all these other content creators that he works with, Pokemon as well, and even H3H3 on their most recent podcast. They tried to do the leftovers that absolutely failed, but we'll get into that in a second later. But obviously, he was able to garner a radical fan base because he was a very radical person himself, because he's just doing kickflips in the backyard. Honestly, that was a joke of the quality of, like, masking tape. That was pretty bad. But either way, he rose to popularity based off of clearly his political views, and that was basically it as far as I could tell, and I'm pretty sure he had a couple live stream fails. Again, I'm so amazed how he rose to popularity. As far as I could tell, the only meme about him is the fact that he never actually is on stream. So how could he like a streamer if he's never on stream? Like, holy shit, maybe I should just start doing that. I should put my chair in there, put like a Call of Duty gameplay video up there, and just walk away. I could probably do that for this video. Do you know what? Fuck it. You know what? We're just gonna leave. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking leave. Just fuck you. I'm going. I need to take a piss. I need to take a piss this whole time. Obviously. My goodness.
1 hour later.
There you go. I took my piss. It was an hour long. It's fine. We're back, okay? It was just a lot of piss in my system. Content, am I right, gamers? I mean, yeah. What the fuck was I at? Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. He's able to hate the right people at the right time. For example, if he was there in the 2016 elections, everybody hating Trump would be... If he were to just say that he hates Trump, he can easily get a bunch of followers there from that kind of stuff as well. And, I mean, he has good takes for his own kind of political beliefs, obviously, and I think that's the best way to kind of put a handle on it, is he has the right idea for his own political beliefs, I guess. He's very radical. He's a radical dude, bro. He's an absolutely radical dude, broski. Yeah, that's about it for this part. It was pretty obvious how he rose up to fame with his radical views, and I guess the way the people that he hung around with kind of just all culminated in him having a very big career. And I mean, even look at the stream. He's best political streamer is debatable. It's a mega yikes from me, my gamer. But regardless, now we're gonna move on to the next part of how he fell off. Now, of course, this part is going to be a little bit more fleshed out than all the other parts because, holy shit, he has a rap sheet very, very long of what made him fuck up and fail in the very first place. I think the very first stick to the dominoes of everybody being kind of like, oh, Hassan bad, is when they had the discussion with Ethan Klein, H3H3, who I may also make a video on talking about how he's a lolcow. But regardless, H3H3 mentioned the fact that, hey, look, don't leave a video on when you go take a piss. I don't care if your viewership drops. I don't care if it's just music on in the background, but you should do that. He's like,
okay, man, you know what, you got me, bro. You got me, dude. You got me. It's obvious. You're right. Next time,
I'll turn off the fucking video. It'll all be fun. He didn't do that, and everybody just realized he was like a little bitch for doing something like that. You should never do that. It's just terrible. You're stealing somebody else's content, and I mean genuinely stealing. I mean, Sniper Wolf does better because at least she has her fucking face on screen and tits. So regardless, it definitely helps that you actually put some sort of content behind it. He didn't. I mean, he does when he's actually in the chair, but when he leaves and he goes and he takes a massive hour-long piss while he looks at Twitter on his phone, you definitely know that he's just stealing content at that point to try to make his channel flourish and grow, basically. Next thing is I think some people realize the fact that he is a very big hypocrite. He's talking about socialism. Everybody deserves money. We all love money. We love money out here in these streets. We love it all. Money's great. We all give everybody money. And I don't mean capitalist money. We're talking socialist money because we're giving everybody money, all the equal amount of money. Everybody's getting money, whatever socialism kind of ensures. And he doesn't do any of that. He doesn't pay his editors, I'm pretty sure. He doesn't pay his mods. He doesn't pay anybody in particular, which basically means in the end, he is absolutely just I don't even know how to say this. He's a massive hypocrite, basically. When you have this kind of thing and then this kind of thing and you put them together, it just doesn't work out in the end. So basically, anybody who actually believed in any of his views kind of realized he's a hypocrite and then went, oh no, we should probably not, follow or subscribe to this kind of guy and kind of person. And then, of course, next you have the huge, gigantic thing, and the reason that I wanted to make this video in the first place was the Willy Mac debate. Now, Willy Mac kind of stated everything here about what Hassan has done bad. I'm kind of just reflecting and parroting what he said, but roughly, this just absolutely destroyed Hassan. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the final nail in the coffin for me, and especially because every single one of the criticisms were correct. None of them was based on politics. You can criticize politics all you want. Politics are absolutely useless. Don't do politics. It's a bad idea. But regardless, even with the regard to politics at all, other than the real world situations and the stuff that's going on there, Willy Mac did not have time to set up the debate. Hassan did not even do any research before getting into the debate, and instead he just took L after L after L after L. It just looks terrible. It's an absolutely terrible rap sheet in the end, and that just kind of led Hassan to fall further. And I have to give a round of applause to Willy Mac for, again, sudden debate, going in there against an audience who will heavily criticize anybody. And again, I can't wait to look through the comments, if there are going to be any, from the Hassan Piker audience going to be calling me sexist, racist, homophobic, whatever the hell you're going to call me, because I don't like Hassan Piker. I never said I don't like his views. I don't care about his views. I don't care about politics, but I know they're going to be using that as an example. Go ahead. Go ahead. Prove me right or prove me wrong. It's your choice. But regardless, Hassan Piker, it just fell off after the Willy Mac interview. If you look at any of the things that he said there, and you look at any of the responses they had, the audience who were going to the absolute hugest reaches to try and protect this guy from the fact that he lost that kind of debate, it is definitely crazy. And again, these are all Willy Mac's points roughly, and I do want to say one more thing that I'm pretty sure just made everybody hate him even more, is how aggressive he is with how he accepts criticism. And again, in my last video that I had on people that are accepting criticism, it just made it very obvious that he does not accept criticism well. As a matter of fact, he accepts it terribly, absolutely terribly. And in the end, if you don't agree with any of his opinions, the easiest way to go and destroy everybody who doesn't agree with your opinions is to call them buzzwords. And that's all he really does with anything. If you don't agree with them, you're racist, sexist, homophobic, want war, and everything else like that, because that's exactly what you align under if you don't agree with his politics. Not even his politics. If you don't agree with him, that's what you're going to be doing. He tried to do the exact same thing in the Willy Mac interview, and it just did not work out well for him, and it's just obvious there. Now again, since we are talking about radical fan bases, Hassan's radical fan base really just supports his whole entire career for sure, and they don't really give a shit what he does. It's pretty obvious if you look at anything he said he does, and all the different things that has happened here listed so far. It's just obvious that his fan base is so dedicated to him. It's like, look, if you're Canadian, you would understand this, but if you like the Toronto Maple Leafs, you know that they suck, okay? They will never win a Stanley Cup ever again, but you still like them because that's the team you've always liked and you always loved and you're always so dedicated to them. So you may say to somebody else, this is the year we win the cup, but you know, deep down inside, we're never going to win the Stanley Cup ever again. And that is the kind of idea that I'm pretty sure that most people have in mind with Hassan Piker. They know that he's going to be a piece of shit, and they know that he's going to be there, not in a good way and not in a good manner. And I think personally, again, this is going to be my very personal opinion here so far, Hassan Piker has always been shit. I haven't really seen a point, I haven't even seen a clip that have shown him in such a good light. All of them are just super bad. Nope, nothing funny. You know, there's some creators out there that I can see why they got popular. Ludwig, for example. I don't find him too funny. His comedy is not my kind of comedy, but at the same time, I can see why he got famous. He did some different outlandish stuff. You know, he's out there when it comes down to trying to push the boundaries of content. Hassan, I don't know, he swears a lot and he leaves the room. It's he like cusses out his chat and he leaves the room to take a piss every 24 seconds. Like I don't understand. Or is it his political commentary? Because that's also pretty terrible as far as I can tell. He was like, oh, Russia's never going to attack Ukraine, man. Never going to attack Ukraine. What, like 4 days later after he said that, they attacked? Oh no, that bomb was definitely, no, that was the U.S. The U.S. bombed the shit out of a random hospital because they feel like they should have. And that wasn't the case at all. I don't understand any of this. And honestly, I don't care about it. Again, his politics, I don't care about. If you want to go and do your politics stuff, that's fine. But if you're absolutely just as brain dead as this, when it comes down to something as real as this, you need to get it done right. He doesn't get it done right. He does it in the stupidest manners of all time. And with that in mind here, I guess we do need to, just pay respects to the new Lolcow, introduce him into the new catalog here, and introduce him into the new series that I'm starting here. And with that in mind, let's move on into the conclusion. Now, whether you like the guy or not, he is definitely losing followers, he's definitely losing fans, and he's definitely losing a lot of the traction that he had before. And I guess here we are. If you agreed with me, if you agree that he is a Lolcow, please say so in the description. Tell me all about the description, the comments. Please say so about it in the comments. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I want to say I am so happy that he's finally being noticed for his flaws, because even before the Willy Mac debate, even before all this kind of stuff, I saw how flawed he was. Who defends Pokemon when it comes down to this stuff? And it's crazy that it just goes immediately into a political issue, which it's not. If you scam somebody, they're not going to be happy. It's not a political issue. You scammed a motherfucker. As simple as that. But here we are regardless. I think that's going to be the end of it this time, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. This is The Holy Commentator, signing off for now.